Hi, it's Jane here from crawfordjane.co.uk. Thanks for joining me today. I am actually taking part in a Stamp Around the UK video hop. And myself and the lovely fellow demonstrators are producing projects today for you with a celebration theme. And my project is the Simply Marbleous hand cream gift box. This hand cream, I'm a healthcare worker, so I wash my hands a lot, and this hand cream is from Neil's Yard, and it's the Wild Rose hand cream, and I absolutely love it and swear by it. It's one of the best hand creams on the market, and it's so pretty, and it's got a lovely fragrant smell. And I wanted to gift it to a friend, and so I designed this box to fit this hand cream perfectly. And I just thought, what a lovely sentiment. Where would I be without a friend like you? So I'm going to show you how to make this gift box today. So the paper that I'm using is Celebration paper, so you can actually qualify to get this paper free if you spend £45, excluding postage and packaging with Stamping Up. And the paper is called Simply Marbleous, which is exactly why I've called the project that as well. And you can see that it's got like marble effect colours, which is why they've gone for this name. And they've got some beautiful colours in here, and I'll show you the other side of the paper as well. So they've got a couple of blues, grey, green there, a lovely purple, a yellow, and a pink. There you go. So absolutely gorgeous paper. The colours that are included are Balmy Blue, Basic Grey, Blushing Bride, Bumblebee, Coastal Cabana, Flirty Flamingo, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Misty Moonlight, Pool Party, Smoky Slate, and So Saffron. So fantastic range of colours there. So I've started off with a piece of cardstock, and the colour that I've used here is Highland Heather. The colour that I used here was Gorgeous Grape. So two variations, and I'm going to stick to the purple, but I'm going to use both sides. So this one's the more marbly effect, and this one like a swishy swirly, sort of looks a bit like water or even like silk, it feels like to me. So yeah, I'm going to use the other side of the paper to show you both. So I'm starting off with a size of 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches. If you would like metric measurements, I do put that in my blog. Please follow the links below. So I'm going to score this at 1.5 inches, 3 inches, 4.5 inches, and 6. And then I'm going to turn and I'm going to do 1.5. There we go. So I now need to cut away, do some cutting, and then there is a little bit more scoring that we need to do, because I do need to score these bits just here, but I'm not going to do that until after I've cut. So I normally turn my paper over and I do my cutting before I do my burnishing. There we go. So I'm just going to trim this side and make it a little tab, or a long tab, because that's what I'm going to do with the gluing with. And then I'm just going to cut up here, but I am going to actually cut both sides of the scored line to take out a little bit of that bulk. And I'm going to do that all the way along. And this just makes a neater bottom to your box. And then once I've scored, I'll go back in and trim out those pieces. Sorry, once I've burnished, I mean. There we go. So I'm now going to burnish this part of the box, just here. And then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to cut out all of these pieces here as best I can. There you go. And this last one. There you go. So I'll get those out of the way. Perfect. I'm going to burnish all of these, and then I'm going to come back in and do some marking. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to get my scoreboard back out briefly, and And I'm going to mark halfway. So this is one, so I'm going to mark on this one and this one just here. So this is halfway of the 1.5, so it's a 3/4, and then this one just here, again it starts on 3 and I'm going to mark it at 3/4, which is the halfway mark. So can you just see that there? There's a little mark there, a little mark there. Now I'm going to get out my paper trimmer and I'm going to use the score element on my paper trimmer, and from that center point I'm going to score. So center point is just there. I'm going to take it to the edge like that, and I'm going to put this down, hold it firm and score. And I'm just going to check, yep, that looks good, and I'm gently going to fold that in just there. And I'm going to repeat that process just here. So I'm going to find this corner point here and then that starting point just there, and I'm going to score. And again I'm going to fold it in, check it looks fine, fold it in, yeah, and that looks great. And that's going to do, it's actually going to fold the other way, but I just do that so that I get some flexibility. And then I'm going to repeat that process on this side just here. So I'm going to find this corner point and the little notch that I've put at the top just there. Hold it down, score, and I'm going to repeat that process and I'll do my folding afterwards. Just like that. Lovely. Okay, so that's there. So now, so if I was doing this as a box and I was going to fold it in like that to make that kind of a groove on the bottom of the box, that's how I would fold it. However, I'm doing it so it pushes outwards, so it fits this top part of the widest part of the tube in. So I actually need to score it the other way and burnish it the other way. So I'm just going to burnish it while I'm here. I'm going to do the same on this side. So it burnishes it out, and I'm going to repeat that here. And I'm just going to repeat that here. Lovely. Perfect. Okay, so that is the template for your box. So I'll try and lay that flat for you, just in case you need to take a screenshot at this point. And now I'm going to put some tear and tape along here so that I can fix my box together. So my lovely tear and tape. I do love this. This is great for 3D projects. You can use the Stampin' Seal Plus as well, which is equally good. However, I've got a real love of tear and tape. I think it's one of the first adhesives I ever got as a crafter, so I do think that that is your, when you love something, you can't help but continue that love. There we go. So that's just there, perfect. And that is going to actually sit like that. So before I make the bottom of the box up, I'm probably going to glue my pieces in. So I've cut 2 panels, one for the front here and one for the back. And the measurements for these panels are 4 7/8 by 1 3/8. And I'm going to use my Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue. And I'm going to glue them on. Lovely. So just going to find a center point as best I can with this paper. Let's have a little look. Yep, looks good. Press that down and then I'll just run my bone folder over to make sure it's stuck down. I'm going to repeat that on this side. Bit of glue. Pop that down just here. Lovely. Again, just check it looks centered. Yes, it does. So again, lovely. Okay, and there we have the box. Perfect. So I'm now going to pop a little bit of glue on the bottom of here, just to adhere my box together. Lovely. And then last piece down. So I'll try and hold that and just press it into place. However, what I'm going to do, because this is a beautiful, it's a very heavy hand cream. It's got almost like a Vaseline sort of feel to it. So it's very dense. So I'm going to pop this into the box and kind of use that as my weight, and just leave it for a second while it weighs it down and helps to stick the glue in place. Okay, so the base of the box is nice and dry now. So I will show you that to put this in, you just need to squeeze it a little bit together to get the round base in. And then once the base is in, you can just pinch the top together. So I'm using a cute little white bulldog clip to hold that in place. And that is the box made, which I just think looks really lovely. And now for the decoration. So also, as part of the celebration catalogue this year, the little brochure this year, you can pick up this special moment stamp set, and it is fantastic. It's got loads of fabulous sentiments. And the one I'm picking again, because I just think this is so good, is "Where would I be without a friend like you?" And I think it's quite a unique phrase and quite lovely. So I'm going to use that sentiment again. This time, because I've used Highland Heather, I have stamped it on Highland Heather, and then I've die cut it out using the Hippo and Friends dies, and I've used this smallest one here. And then as the background to this, I've cut out this in Highland Heather, and this comes out of the Tasteful Label dies, and I've used this one just here. So I've got both of those there, and I'm going to be using this beautiful Highland Heather ribbon, and you can see it's got like a beautiful, it's a little bit see-through, but it's got like this gorgeous sparkle. So I'm going to cut a little bit of that off, and I'm going to just do that with it and I'm going to tape it behind there, so it just forms a beautiful little setup. So I'll just do that now. You can see the beauty of this is I didn't stamp it particularly well the first time, so I restamped it. And that's the gorgeous beauty of crafting, is that you can always turn it over and stamp again. Lovely. Okay, so I've got 3 bits of tape on the back of here, my tear and tape. I'm just going to pull these bits off. Lovely. And then I'm going to fold my ribbon, and I'm going to have a little look how I would like it presented. So I think I'd like it like that. Have a little look. Yep. Yeah, I quite like that. So now I'm going to pop some more tape on the back of here, and then I'm going to stick it to this background piece. Just take these bits off. So I've used my tear and tape for this as well. I just think this is such a sweet little project. I can't wait to gift this to my lovely hardworking friend. So I'm going to pop that, just try and centre it by eye as best I can. Do I think that looks straight? Probably not. Bear with me. Yep, sort of looks straight. Let's have a little look. Yep, that looks quite straight. Now I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals. Some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of here, just to prop it up. I think I quite like to make sure my projects are not going to sag. So there we go. Those are off there. And then I'm going to pick sort of center point as best I can. I'll just do that loosely and hold it up so I can see. Yeah, that looks great. Lovely. So I've pressed that down. And then my finishing touch has got to be these iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. They're in the new catalogue and I love them. And they pick up all beautiful colours, and purple is definitely one of the colours that you can see in there. Just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to get one large and one small, and I think I'm going to pop the large here and then the small just a little way over there. Do I like it that way? Might. Oops. Pop that one there. And I'm just going to move this one over slightly. Yeah, there we go. So I quite like that. That seems sweet. So I've got two. You'll have to let me know which colour you prefer it in, whether it's the Gorgeous Grape or the Highland Heather, but I think they're really sweet, and I think they're quite a lovely gift for a friend. And they've got the beautiful Neal's Yard hand cream in them as well. So I do hope that you've enjoyed my project today. If there are links below in the description to the products I've used and to my shop if you would like to shop with me. So if you don't have a demonstrator already, I'll be delighted for you to choose me. I do send out thank you cards and gifts, particularly if you use my host code. And this is, as I said at the beginning of the video, this is a Stamp Around the UK video hop video. So please follow the links below to my fellow demonstrators and continue the hop and see the amazing projects that they will have created for you. So I'm going to say bye for now and happy crafting.